in a crowded cell. Woke up on the floor. One thing Jojo sure as hell, I won't be back no more. Say Carmel's headed home today. Say Carmel's headed home to stay. Woo! Praise white God. Son of white Jesus. You know, they locked me up last night. You know, I was dancing with Mr. Jin and his sister, Tonic, and some Raggedy Trade. Okay. So, you know, it was a perfect situation to get you in Rikers for the night. But I'm back now, so, you know, it's good to be here. Ain't the weather fine? Ain't the cloud in sight? It's a lovely day to be out of jail. How the sun do shine like a golden light. What a lovely day to be out of jail. I've been in the shade. Girl, you know what I mean. Thanks to legal aid, I am back on the scene. If the sky turns gray, that will be okay. I don't care if there's a thunder in here, 'cause the fact remains, even if it rains, it's a lovely day to be out of jail. Winter in the thing. No, I don't give a damn. Every day is spring when you're out of the slam. This morning I could hardly wait till it was time to journey through that iron gate. I threw back my head, looked up at the sky, and I said, ain't this weather fine? Ain't a cloud in sight. It's a lovely day to be out of jail. How the sun do shine like a golden light. What a lovely day to be out of jail. You won't see me frown when the sun's coming out, 'cause I'm getting down with somebody tonight. Yes, everything's okay, far as I can see. It's a lovely day when you're finally free. So that actually happened. I was actually in jail about a year ago for for $18.25. I'll tell you the story. So I was at Sky Room. I drank a little bit too much, and I got in the cab. I had lost my wallet. You know, my father always said, keep your stuff close to you, because you know white people steal. You know, they steal your country, they steal your bag. So that's what So I got in the cab. I got to a block from my house, and I said, "Oh my God, I don't have my phone. I don't have my wallet." Told the cab driver, he wasn't happy. Right then, the police car pulled up, and of course, you know, he said, "Come out the car, sir." You know, I gotta pay. He said, "Well, sir, there's no bathroom here." I said, "Can I pee over there?" He said, "Unless you want to be arrested." I said, "Well, it's gonna happen either way." So I went to the bodega and I peed, and the cop says, "You know, we're gonna have to arrest you because the cab driver pressed charges." I was like, "Really?" So, you know, they handcuffed me and did the whole bit. The only part I wish was different is I wish I had a wig and long hair, you know, like on cops, because I think when people are like arrested on cops, and you have to flip your hair and go like that. It would look nice with long hair. It just didn't look nice. So they put me in jail a block from my house, 1 block, where I was so drunk, I still kept hitting on the tree in the jail. Hey, how are you? I was really. But I made it to work the next day. And Joe, my boss, said, where? I said, I was in jail last night. Well, thank you all for coming. And I know a lot of you, you're going to learn a lot about me today. Like, I know a lot of people don't know, I used to be West African supermodel. I was. I graced the cover of Nature magazine, Rainforest Weekly, and I was also on the cover of West African Vogue. Oh, I'm sorry, they call it National Geography. But the best thing is, I was actually born in Cincinnati, Ohio, and the year was 1992 by way of 1979. So I was born in the Cincinnati General Hospital, which is very glamorous next to the suburb called Over the Rhine. Only people from Ohio get that. So it was about 11:24 when I actually descended from my mother's womb. Actually, she had a C-section. She's always I got cut open all the time. Like, I'll call her at home. She's like, oh my God, I just hurt my leg. I'm like, why? She said, you know, because I slammed to the counter and I hit my C-section mark. I'm like, really? 45 years later. And my father, don't talk to your mother like that. You know they had to cut her open to take you out. Oh, God. African people. So, that's the way we are. So, about that time we're in the hospital. As you know, my name is Saidu Karmo, or Karamoon, as my name keeps changed every time I see my father. He's like, oh yeah, that's not your name. And he heard a song on the radio in the hospital that he said, this would be a good idea to name my West African son this. Oh, Danny boy, my pipes are calling from Glen to Glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go when I must buy. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valleys hush and white with snow. Yes, I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when you come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I will, maybe you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and sing, and I'll be there for me. And I shall hear those soft you tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you I grew up with about 11 people in the house. Mom, how many people were in our house? A lot?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yes.
Well, we had a big house. All the boys were in one room, all the girls were in one room, and so we had a really great childhood. It was until 1989, 1990. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was actually in a war, and it was probably one of the biggest turning points of my life that made me who I am today. And true story, one of the reasons why I'm still alive is me and my mother were actually in a war camp. And the rebels, who were ignorant and didn't have any idea how to operate things, brought a TV and VCR because they killed the president of the country, which was Samuel K. Doe. And this war was started by Charles Taylor, who just went to jail, by the way. Yeah, good for that. So, and I remember them coming in. I was about 10 years old, and it's like, we can't do this. So I actually hooked up the TV and VCR in the camp where all the kids were at. And I didn't teach anyone how to do it. So therefore, if you want to watch TV, you can't kill me. That's exactly what I did. And up to this day, every one of my friends can tell you that I can hook up the electronics like shit. I like all the wires. That's my post-traumatic stress disorder. Like like wires. I'm like, it's the war. It's not gonna kill me. Mama is not gonna shoot us. Don't worry about it. But keep your shit packed just in case. But anyway, I mean, I saw a lot of things growing up. A lot of like horrible, horrible, horrible things. You know, people get killed. You know, my brother here, we were actually separated for about 9 months. You know, he almost died from hunger because he's greedy. You know, so, and it's true, it's true. But it was very, very traumatic. I mean, we had a lot of shootings. I remember being, I was eating. We finally got some food. We like found one chicken. That's why black people like chicken, because when we find one chicken, we eat it. We had one chicken in the whole village, and we're eating at it. The war, it really broke out. And I remember being in the field, like a big field of people, and there were missiles launching, and we're dodging the shells. And they were like cutting babies, and I mean, people were getting hurt, and there were about 100 people, not 100, about 200 people in the room about this small, laying down, trying to sleep. I mean, walking barefoot. I mean, it was crazy. So when people are like, oh, let's go to war, I'm like, no, trust me, it's not a good time. But I always imagine that if I had to say something after a 10-year-old boy, it would go something like this. You know nothing about me and care even less. How could you understand our emptiness? You squander our wisdom, our knowledge, our wealth. In bleeding us dry, you long for our spirit, but that you will never possess. The past is now another land, far beyond my reach, invaded by insidious foreign bodies, foreign speech, with the timeless joys of childhood lie broken on the beach. The present is an empty space between the good and bad. my childhood treasures burn, shining like an evening sun, as my childhood treasures. Born, you guys. I was like, really? 1972, 79. She's like, yeah. She said, I'll go to the hospital and I never get caught. I said, really? She said, they haven't caught me yet and I'm 71 years old. I said, so 40 years. So, yes, my mother scared me the healthcare system, by the way. No, she's really not. She is. So I was about 13 years old. Not too long. My brother actually came to America before I did, and he went to high school here, and we moved to one of the most beautiful places that anyone who lives in New York should visit and go, which is Cincinnati, Ohio. The worst. And I remember, no shade, Ohio, but shade. So I was about 13, and I remember it very, very clearly. We were on the plane, and I was so excited to be coming to America because I've heard about it so much. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I'm sorry. I have to backtrack. I told you about my days as a supermodel, and I'll tell you how I got here. My mother actually kept pictures for us. I used to model for this elite agency called Olin Mills Photography. I don't know. Yes. The old bitches remember that one. Yeah, that picture. Yeah. Yeah, no. See. So, true story, the only thing left from the war was the baby pictures of my brother and myself. My mother went to the U.S. Embassy in Liberia, and she presented them to prove that we were U.S. citizens, and that's how we actually they found our social security number, and that's how we ended up leaving Liberia, because of 2 photos from Olin Mills. Who knew? So that's how I ended up here in the great United States of America, poor in Brooklyn. All right. And so we were on the plane. I remember being very, very, very excited. And I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to America. Let me see the world with clouds. Take me to the world. Somewhere I can walk for miles. Take me to the world. A world that smiles with streets instead of houses. Where I can walk for miles with you. Take me to the world that's real. Show me how it's done. Teach me how to laugh, to feel. Move me to the sun. Just hold my hand whenever we arrive. Take me to the world where I can be alive. Let me see the world that smiles. Take me to the world. Somewhere I can walk for miles. Take me to the world with all around things growing in the ground, where birds that make a sound are birds. We shall see the world have the world, I'll hold your hand and know I'm not alone. We shall have the world to keep. Such a lovely world will we. We shall have the world forever. For our in college, I started out as a music education major, and then I actually ended up switching my major to vocal performance, which, as you see, has done well for me being poor in Brooklyn. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Makes a lot of money. Doesn't. But I was the only member. I was in the Ohio State Men's Glee Club, and I was the only member who sang tenor 1, tenor 2, baritone, and bass. I was a really glorious tenor 1. I was a really triumphant, sexy baritone, and I was a noble bass. I left out tenor 2 because I was raggedy. No one wants to sing that. It was absolutely terrible. But I worked really, really hard at the university, really, really hard, and I ended up actually graduating, receiving the undergrad Vocal Achievement Award from Ohio State, and I did a lot of good things. But when you're in college and you're a young singer, you have a lot of auditions. And I always ran into one problem at my auditions. And I'm going to give you a theatrical presentation of what it's like for Seydou Carmel when he goes on an audition. Okay? Now you must look carefully. All right? I have to prepare myself. Okay.
Yes.
Good afternoon. What is your name?
My name is Seydou Carmel.
Okay. Seydou, what are you going to sing for us today?
I will sing Il Acerato Spiritu from Simone Boncanegra by Verdi.
Okay. All right.
Palagio fedo sepolcro dell'angelo mio ya protegge lo valsi oh maledetto oh figlio seduttore e tu Vergi soffristi, rapita lei la vergina corona. Ah, che dissi, dirilo,
Okay. Do you maybe have a Negro spiritual you could sing for? Could you maybe do something from an Porgy and Bess, maybe?
So as you see, I'm trying to give you drama from the theater, and they always ask me for something from Porgy and Bess. I have a public service announcement. Come closer, white people. We don't like that opera. Y'all can have it. You can take Aida too while you're along with it. You know, take a few. But the problem is I'm real good at the Negro. We'll call them Negro cannons. You know, Old Man the River, you know, you know, those. Because I give really good Slave on the Railroad Tracks. I do. And that destitute, oh, master, hurt me down. I can do that very well. But they always want to hear that. I'm like, you know what, I'm not singing that. But, public service announcement producer, I will sing it for coins. After all, yes. You can have whatever you want. I will give you house slave, field slave, whatever you want. House slave that bring out the slave. I don't know. What do you want? If you got the coins, I'll bring it to you. But tonight, especially for you, I send sense to your heart. These people, the white people pay their good money. I will give you one jigaboo anthem. Just one. Now, that's why I got to get my pickaninny realness going. And this is just for you, so white folks enjoy it. Never happening again. Oh, I got plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. I got no car, I got no view, I got no misery. The folks with plenty of plenty got a lock on their door. Think somebody's not going to rob me while it's out of making more. What for? I got the lock on the door, that's the way to be. They can see the rust from my floor. That's okay with me, cause the things that I price like the stars in the sky, all are free. Oh, I got plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. I got my gal, I got my song, I got heaven the whole day long. There ain't no use complaining. Got my gal, got my Lord, got my soul. I got plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. I got the sun, I got the moon, I got the deep blue sea. God, folks with plenty of plenty, gotta pray all the day. Things with plenty, you sure gotta worry how to keep the devil away. I ain't fretting by hell till the time arrives. Never worry long as I'm well. Never want to strive to be good, to be bad. What the heck? I just glad I'm alive. Oh, I got plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. I got my gal, I got my song, I got heaven the whole day long. There ain't no use complaining. Got my gal, got my Lord, got my soul. Experience in that. Yet. Truth. Don't take much to turn a girl into a woman. Not with all of the experience I've had. Don't take much to turn a girl into a woman, and it don't take much to turn a woman bad. Don't take much to turn a no into a maybe. Not before the charm and cunning I possess. Don't take much to turn a no into a maybe. long till maybe turns to yes. Wave your magic wand, weave your magic spell, promise her a piece of heaven, and she'll follow you to hell. Ain't no trick to turn a hick into a hooker. Now of all the hocus pocus that I know, ain't no trick to turn a hick into a hooker. Ain't no thing that I ain't done before. All you gotta do is look in her eyes and offer to buy her a beer. All you gotta do is give her a smile and whisper some lies in her ear. I'm gonna cover you with gold, baby. I'm gonna keep you from the cold, baby. We're gonna have a lot of fun, baby. You're gonna be the only one, baby. Don't take much to turn a girl into a woman. Don't take much to set the devil in her free. All it takes is a cold-blooded, sweet-talking, jive-ass, motherfucking son of a bitch like me. Affection suddenly soar. What a strange and beautiful touch, that I love him so much, and I didn't before. When did I fall in love? What night? Which day? When did I first begin to feel this way? How could the moment pass unfelt, ignored? Where was the blinding flash? Where was the crashing chord? When did I fall in love? I can't recall, not that it matters at all. It doesn't matter when or why or how, as long as I love him now. Out of the house 10 seconds and I miss you. I miss you more with each goodbye. Out of the house 10 seconds and I miss you. And no one's more astonished than I never once pretended that I love him. When did it start? This change of heart. When did I fall in love? What night? Which day? When did I first begin to feel this way? How could the moment pass unfelt, ignored? Where was the blinding flash? Where was the crashing chord? When did I fall in love? I can't recall. Not that it matters at all. It doesn't matter when or why or how. to just think. Say, what kind of country have we become that we allow people like this to suffer knowingly? So I started an organization I call GABSV. Give a bitch some vocals. Every time I turn on my TV and they announce, ladies and gentlemen, Keisha Cole. Oh shit. She will be singing a duet with Britney Spears. Oh God, does anybody sing anymore? So if you, for a $1 donation, we can offer voice lessons to these tired heifers so that when you sit in front of your TV at 9 o'clock at night and turn it on and they announce, ladies and gentlemen, Ashanti. You don't do that. Thank you very much. Donate wisely.
Oh, good.
I actually have one more piece left, and I'd like to thank a few people who were very instrumental in helping me get here. I don't know if all of you know, about a year ago, I was in the hospital with bacterial meningitis, and I actually almost died from it. I mean, I did get my African supermodel body back. I'll say that much. That was a plus, but death was also not what's coming. So I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and it really broke my spirit because I couldn't walk. I couldn't hear at one point, and so this was a big deal to me. And my friend Ann Christopherson, about a little over a year, did a show here. She said, have you ever thought about doing a show? I said, no, that's not my thing. But about maybe 6 months ago, I came to see this lovely lady here named Robin Camille, who does wonderful slam poetry and comedy, and she was amazing. And she really pushed me to, she said, you should do this. You really should do this. So I'd like to personally thank Robin Camille, who's sitting right here, for really encouraging me. And she coached me on all the dialogues and everything. I must also thank my friend Barry Robinson, who is my kind of off the side voice coach. He's very good at that's Barry Robinson. He's a very good voice teacher. He's no nonsense. My friend Johnny, who coached me through the show, to give me the kunz, as he says. My wonderful boss, Gil Neary, who's here, who honestly, I have a great job. I can leave and go do auditions when I want to. He's very encouraging. He's very big in the theater. And if you're looking to sell your apartment, please go to www.dgneary.com. They're located on 57 West 16th Street. Yes. The more you sell, the more rates I get. Please. Do rent yourself. So I have, and my dear friend Michael Sesniak's here. My friend Justin, who has been really great to me. My sister, my soul sister, who just had a beautiful baby girl. My sister Rebecca, she's here. She's been very wonderful. That would be Ronaldo of the cookies. Lester, Nicole Leosa, who also was she did my dramatic coaching for this. She said, you have to do, I mean, everyone, there's too many people to thank. I mean, I just want to thank you all. And I mean, this show was so hard to make, as you know, I had to not drink for a week. I don't drink that much anyway, so. No, maybe. But I will be accepting free cocktails at the bar after the show. It has been a week. I need to catch up. And my brother. I was thank my brother for flying here. And I cannot forget this person. He's been my rock. He's been very encouraging, and we're on this path together to get to greatness. My new friend, who I've known for about a year, good friend Michael Peterson. I have to tell him that. This last piece I chose, it's kind of spoke to how I feel in life right now. It's a little somber, but it's actually a happy song, and I just want to end it on something lovely, Lay down your head and sleep, sleep. I'll be your pillow, soft and sweet. Leave me your troubles, I will keep your days gone by, my days gone by. Lay down your head and dream, dream. You're so much gentler than you seem. Is there a chance you might redeem my days gone by, my days gone by? And though your breath is so warm, mine is short and my ears are ringing everywhere